Hey, what's up you guys? Today we're road testing the Honda CR-V 2012 Sport Edition. Now I realise the first thing you're going to say is this is not a bloke's car, and we know they're going in. What we wanted to find out is if this is the kind of thing you could buy for the missus and enjoy at the weekends and use practically. So we're going to put it through its paces and see if it'll get the NZ Bloke seal of approval. So, as I said, this is the 2012 Sport CR-V. And this is the end model, which comes with leather interior, a 2.4 litre iVTEC engine, which produces 147 kilowatts of power and 220 Newton meters of torque. And it also comes with the 5-speed auto shift sport gearbox, which isn't very good. So, to find out if this thing is practical, we've decided to come down and pick up something very manly, which is a jet ski. So we're going to go and hook it up and see how we go, lowering it down into the beach to go and be a man and ride jet skis. So let's see. The reversing camera is quite handy because it's got the big lines and it shows you where you're going, and I haven't hit anything in it yet, so as far as I know it's pretty good. Alright, there's our jet ski for the day. Back up and try and not hit it because I can't afford to fix it. Right. Bugger. This one that we've got doesn't have a tow bar, and the tow bar was an $850 optional extra. We're not going to be towing anything today. Okay, so the thing that I was mentioning earlier about the gearbox, the sporty pedals are a waste of time, except for when you're sitting in a motorway and you've got a big truck in front of you and you're doing 80 kilometers an hour on the motorway. You can downshift and it'll hold the gear while you put your foot down and make your pass, so it completely eliminates the kick down, which is really cool. So third gear, foot down. So I didn't lose anything there, which was really, really neat. So it's just that's one good thing that this little gearbox does is, I mean, like the normal gearbox drive by itself is fine, sport by itself is fine, sport with a pedal box, no. Drive with a pedal box to kick down before you put your foot down is very, very handy. I like that feature. So a few points on motorway driving. It's very comfortable, it's a smooth drive, that's a big truck. It's very comfortable, it's very easy to drive, it's quiet-ish, stereo's okay. It's got sat-nav and apparently I'm doing 10 litres per 100 kilometres, which it's not that bad, it's not that great. I think the thing about this car is that there's a saying, a jack of all trades and a master of none, and I think that this is pretty much what this is. So far it seems to have done more or less everything we've wanted to if we had a tow bar. Alas, it's not really amazing at any of them. So I guess where I'm coming from is if you want to be able to do a bit of everything, yes, this is a good car, but don't buy the 4-wheel drive. Get the 2-wheel drive and spec it up because you'll save a bit of money. So one of the things we thought was important to get in terms of consumer advice is how much beer can you fit in this car. So we just rocked up to Galbraith and said, hey, can we have some kegs please? So now we're going to find out how many kegs we can fit in this car. Sam, the manager, tells us that he's put 8 in a RAV4, so that's kind of our number to beat. But we have something quite cool. This lever here, pull this lever, one touch, look at that. Another one on the other side. I think we're going to get more than 8. One thing that is important to note is that when Honda changed this car, they used to have the spare tyre on the back door. Now it's under the cargo tray, which means you no longer have a picnic table. It sucks. Well, that's 9, and my Tetris skills are not outstanding. But that's 9 kegs of beer. That's enough for a weekend. That's the key to the Honda. So we thought we'd test the Honda CR-V's token 4-wheel drive system. I say token because it does come in a 2-wheel drive, which I think is probably going to be the better option, but for the sake of testing and consumer advice, we're going to test the 4-wheel drive system by going through some of these wet sort of areas through this horse park and, well, the horse trailer park, and see how it goes. Right, so let's see how the Honda does when we get a little bit dirty. So I've just turned the traction control off, which I don't know if that makes any difference, but let's see how we go. Oh. Well, it's not going to win any rally races, but to be fair, for cruising around like this, say you're towing a trailer or going down to the beach or whatever it was, this will actually seemingly do okay. Got to remember that we're running on road tyres at the moment, but that being said, even with the traction control off, it does seem to be manoeuvring absolutely fine. So I'll put that into the win category. Oh, that's the ABS. ABS had a big old sook about that. Huh. Windscreen wipers came on by themselves and we got a splash. That's clever, I like that. Well, yeah, that kind of works, yeah. So with the CR-V and its many different variations, if it was me, I'd get the 2-wheel drive and spec it up to the leather, because if you're not going to use the 4-wheel drive, it's just going to cost you more in gas. So that's my 2 cents, and would be interested to see what you think if you've got one.